Everyone, it's Colette. It's the end of the night and I wanted to share with you my nighttime routine. Okay, I take my makeup off at the end of the night. If you leave your makeup on, surprisingly, they said it ages you. I was kind of surprised by that. So what I want to do is kind of share with you my nighttime routine. Before I go to bed, I want to take all my makeup off. There's a couple different tools I use. Okay, one of the first tools I use is our shine cloths. So they're made, I referred to them before, sunflower, olive oil, jojoba, vitamin E, rosemary. It's really like a treatment for your face. So they're very oily. So they'll take off eye makeup. Now, what I like to do is use them, I use them primarily for my eyes, but these are great when traveling too. They come 36 to a bag, but they're great for, they're very sturdy and they're great for traveling if you don't feel like washing your face, which as I told you is not a good thing, but anyway, wanted to go ahead and show you this routine. So I can take off, which I'll do first, my makeup. Look how much is coming off. So this takes off all your eye makeup. You don't even have to really press or anything. Takes off the mascara, which doesn't come off with anything else. I've not tried the soap and water for the new mascara, but here that works. But yeah, you know, it normally stays put. So it's nice that it takes off all the eye makeup that doesn't normally come off with anything else. So you'll see how much that takes off. Really does a fantastic job, and you can keep using the same one over and over again. But I think I'll show you this, and then I'm going to use the cleanser as well, just as a final step in my routine, just to make sure I got everything. Okay. Remember, you're putting makeup right underneath your chin, so don't forget to do that piece too. Okay. So we're finishing this up. And next, you have a choice of two different cleansers. This is the moisture boosting one. I use this one because my face is dry. There's, I believe, a renewing one too that's more for oily skin, but this is the one I use. They have little beads in here that are not too strong, that they don't ruin your skin, because I know some of the little beads that are in things are not good for your skin. They can be abrasive. That's more for the oily one. The moisture boosting one is more creamy texture. I found it really gets my face really clean. I found that it brightens up my complexion. I've just been really, really pleased with it. Now my husband uses the one for oily skin and he absolutely loves it. In fact, he's noticed that it's cleared up his skin and doesn't feel like it's stripping. You know, a lot of the oily ones feel like it's stripping your skin. And he told me it feels phenomenal, that it doesn't even feel like it's stripping his skin or anything. And he's noticed that his face is cleared up. Now, anytime you change to a new skincare routine, you always want to make sure you give it 30 days because your face will like detox. So it may pull more pimples to the surface. I have not seen that. He has not, but I know some people did experience that if they had a lot of acne. And then it will clear it right up. So it will clear up your skin, okay? Make it brighter and make it look better even without makeup on, because it's doing the right things to clean and to revitalize your skin. Now, 2 to 3 times a week, I use our detoxifying mask. And our detoxifying mask is a mask that's made up of bamboo charcoal, okay? Now what we do is we actually put a little cover on here. So sometimes to keep out all the extra, I guess a good way to say it is to keep out all the extra oxygen from getting in there. Because the second you start using is the second it starts oxidizing, okay? So that's important to know. I'm actually going to grab a new one that I have here. So it'll start oxidizing immediately. Now, anytime you use it, you're going to want to make sure that you use a very, very dark washcloth. Not this one, because it will stain this. It's not going to come out. And when you use it, you want to make sure that you use a tool other than your fingers to use it, okay? I'll probably do it just for a little bit. That way I can kind of show you what this whole thing is about. I'm going to use my fingers even though I just told you not to, right? So you leave it on for about 5 minutes. It oxygenates your skin. Look at it. You're going to start seeing it bubbling up. Do you see that? See it bubbling? It does not get hard, okay? I'm just going to use it right off the cover because you don't want to dip your fingers in. So it's a really, really cool product because it does that. It makes your skin feel cleaner. It looks brighter. Just looks more like it glows. I'm serious. I know that sounds like a cliche. Look what it looks like. Oh! So it's bamboo charcoal. Really phenomenal for your skin. I've been super impressed with this mask. So you leave it on until it dries, about 3 to 5 minutes is all. And again, you want to make sure you wash it off with something other than a light washcloth. It's just because you will ruin it because of the coloring. So, and always make sure you put the cap back on, because leaving the cap off will oxygenate. It'll actually ruin the product. So you always want to put everything back on when you're finished. So you can see it started to bubble up all around and it's starting to dry. But it doesn't get hard like most masks. It just kind of goes like pop rocks, bubbles up a little bit and you can hear it go. You know, it's kind of a cool thing. It's actually a cool product. So I'm going to take it off this way, just so I don't have to run the water again, to show you guys, okay? So you only want to use that 2 to 3 times a week. You don't want to use it more than that because it's not going to be good for your skin if you use it more than that. But that's all you really need. And you'll be able to tell if you need it more, because you can definitely tell the difference when you use it. It's just a neat product because, you know, a lot of the other masks, they got really hard and I didn't like that. You felt like your face was going to crack, right? And I like that this one does not. But gosh, you can really use this shine cloth. Take this off. After doing all my makeup, I'm like impressed with this shine cloth, that it continues to take off the rest of this product. And then the other steps, which we'll be doing in just a second, is the moisturizing. And I'll show you that's a 2-step. And the toning, which the toning we do next. Look at that. Took everything off with the same shine cloth I used. Now that's impressive. That's the shine cloth that keeps going and going and going. It's like Energizer. Look at that. I used the same shine cloth and it still is in great shape. I think if there's anywhere I missed, it doesn't look like it, okay? All right, so then the next step is you want to use a toner before you use any kind of conditioning. I love our rose water toning spray. First of all, it smells phenomenal. And you want to make sure when you put on your skin, you pat your skin. You want to avoid doing any kind of excess rubbing of your skin. First of all, brings blood to the surface. And secondly, it really hurts your skin. You don't want to do any extra rubbing of your skin. So just pat it in. It's really good to help with any inflammation. It's good to help with burns, cuts, scrapes, any rashes that you have. I've seen it heal sunburns. I've used it for that. That's why I keep one in my travel bag. I keep one by the stove. If I burned myself the other day when I was cooking and I sprayed it on right away. The burn went away completely. Stopped hurting. My daughter had a horrible scratch on her back. We sprayed it on, it healed the scratch immediately and it stopped hurting. So it's quite an amazing product. Plus you can use it with our Beauty Buds if you're doing any kind of concealer, and you can also use it with our pigments, which are loose pigments that are our eyeshadow. So there's so many possibilities with it. I honestly suggest you get like 2 and keep one in the car. And well, I have 3, one in the car, one in the kitchen, and then one upstairs for toning. So whatever you think. So our next product is our face cream, okay? And with our face cream, what I always like to combine with it is our Uplift Eye Serum. Now what's really cool about our face cream is our face cream has the same properties as our instant lift. Because instant lift, you're really not supposed to use it everywhere, which I'll be talking about that. You're supposed to only use it under the eyes where you want to kind of lift and firm. So the cream, our night cream, is very rejuvenating, and it takes care of a lot of spots. It really does a whole treatment on your face while you're sleeping. The other product, and again, that's great for everyone, but this one, anyone over 40, I really say 35, really needs this. It's called Uplift Eye Serum. It's rich in vitamins, skins, lipids, and it reduces and moisturizes fine lines, moisturizes your face, reduces fine lines and wrinkles. It's also great for your cuticles. I've used it that way too. But you only need about 2 to 3 drops, and I put it right into my rejuvenating night cream, and then I mix it together and I put it all over my face. Now, what I just learned, actually, when you're rubbing on your face, you want to use your first 2 fingers more than anything else. I'm sorry, your ring finger and your index finger, because that apparently applies less pressure than using the other fingers. Okay? And I wasn't thinking about that when I did that, because I literally just read all about that. It's going to apply a lot less pressure. You want to put it on your neck too, because you want your neck to get a treatment. Helps minimize those fine lines, wrinkles. If you don't have any of those, consider yourself lucky. But it also, this is kind of a preventative thing as well for future. Kind of minimize those, and you will see the results, not only with your instant lift, but also with your uplift that you're using, your creams. You will see results over time. You'll just like how they feel on your face. So I highly recommend our Royalty line. These are brand new. So that's it, and that's my nighttime routine, and I will be joining you for some last minute things. Because you've already seen our morning routine. So I will be joining a little while later. Have a good night.